Es hora de vivir.
From a woman holding a knife to this creepy old clown, doorbell cameras sometimes catch truly spine-chilling moments. In today's video, we will explore 25 scariest encounters ever recorded on a doorbell camera. A bizarre doorbell camera glitch in Porter, Texas, looks like a man was abducted by aliens. The footage shows a man leaving his house and then zipping away in a flash of light. This video, filmed last month, went viral. The man in the video and his fiancée were reviewing their doorbell footage when they noticed the strange glitch. They found it funny and shared it online. The glitch is due to a lag in the camera, but some viewers are not convinced. One viewer commented that it was definitely aliens, while another said it was weird but probably a glitch. This video adds to the ongoing fascination with the possibility of alien life. Want to know the best part? This video isn't the only recent buzz about aliens. A former British astronaut, Helen Sharman, claims that aliens exist and might be living invisibly among us. She was the first Brit in space and believes extraterrestrials could be right under our noses. She suggests that with so many billions of stars, there must be different forms of life. This video might make you laugh, but it also sparks curiosity. Are we alone in the universe? Scientists have been exploring this question for years. Dr. Sharman suggests that aliens might not look like us. They might be made of different materials and could be here right now, unseen. The glitch in the video is a technical issue. The camera lagged and created the illusion that the man disappeared in a flash of light. But it connects to a larger conversation about extraterrestrial life. People love to imagine that aliens visit Earth. This fascination is why movies like Independence Day and Skyline are so popular. The bottom line is, this funny glitch made many people think about the possibility of aliens. Whether you believe in aliens or not, videos like this keep the conversation going. And who knows, maybe one day we'll find out the truth. Now, imagine waking up in the middle of the night to a doorbell alert. This happened to a woman living alone.
You don't have to get all like that and stuff, honey. You know, we could be friends.
She recently installed cameras in her front and back doors. Her driveway circles to the back of her house. Less than a week after installing the cameras, she woke up to an alert. She thought it was probably an animal, but she checked anyway. There was a man standing in her backyard, staring at the door. He stood there for about 2 minutes. She activated the backyard floodlights and he immediately took off. But the story doesn't end there. About 45 minutes later, he came back. This time, he had a bat or something in his hand. She called the police. They arrived in less than 3 minutes. Can I be completely honest with you? The man tried to claim that he thought it was his house, but he lived over 15 miles away. We still don't know what his intentions were. We installed more locks and motion detecting lights around the house after that. The quick response from the police prevented a potential disaster. Imagine the fear and anxiety of seeing someone in your backyard in the middle of the night. But are you ready for a more terrifying story than that? A video doorbell in Green Bay, Wisconsin captures spine-chilling footage of a creepy clown carrying black balloons. This event coincides with the release of the new Stephen King movie, It, featuring Bill Skarsgård as the infamous Pennywise. The clown lurks on the lawn, approaches the door, and peers into the house, creating a sense of fear. The black and white video shows the clown moving slowly, holding black balloons, and eventually looking directly into the camera. The police warned that this sighting might signal the return of the killer clown trend. This trend gained notoriety a few years ago, and with the new horror film, fears rise that it might come back. The police in Pennsylvania have already issued warnings. They expect creepy clown sightings to increase with the release of the movie. Last year, this craze was so intense that police in the UK threatened to arrest clowns, causing any threat. Let's break it down. The new film, It, adapts Stephen King's novel, where a demon takes the shape of Pennywise to terrorize and kill children. The movie's release has rekindled old fears. The clown in the video is believed to be Gags, the Green Bay clown first seen in early August. Gags dresses in a ragged jumpsuit with oversized clown shoes and a dirty, rough collar. Some people think this could be a prank by a director making a short horror film. However, no one has confirmed this theory. This clown isn't just a movie promotion. Last year, in the UK, the clown craze caused panic. People reported masked clowns lurking on street corners and chasing them. Police had to take action to stop the chaos. They discouraged dressing up and threatened to arrest any clown causing trouble. Next, we have a woman caught on camera snatching a $300 door decoration from a home in Alamo Heights, Texas. In the quiet of 2:20 a.m., a witness captured the woman stealing a wreath, a cherished symbol of fall festivities in the community. This act has left neighbors feeling uneasy. Fall decorations are a tradition here, with homes adorned to embrace the spooky season. It's not just about decorations, it's about a sense of community. Neighbors come together to celebrate, but incidents like these can dampen the spirit. The theft was swift. She grabbed the wreath and dashed to a waiting car, disappearing into the night. The whole incident was caught on a doorbell camera, but despite efforts, the suspect remains at large. But what if you check your security camera and see a man licking your doorbell? This strange event happened on New Year's Eve in Salinas, California. Roberto Daniel Arroyo, 33, spent 3 hours licking a family's doorbell. The Dugan family was not home, but their children were inside. Arroyo's behavior was caught by their security camera. The camera starts recording when it detects movement. It captured Arroyo licking the doorbell repeatedly. Why did he do this? Nobody knows. Arroyo licked the doorbell for hours. He took short breaks, but mostly kept licking. At one point, he urinated in the yard. When Sylvia Dugan received an alert from the security camera, she called the police. They identified Arroyo, but he wasn't immediately arrested. Arroyo might face charges for prowling and petty theft. You might wonder why someone would lick a doorbell. It seems bizarre, but it's not the first odd event caught by a smart doorbell. These devices often record unusual and sometimes funny incidents. The Dugans found some humor in the situation. Sylvia Dugan said, "You kind of laugh about it afterward because technically he didn't do anything." But what is it like to watch two masked individuals break into your neighbor's house on video? This unsettling scene unfolded in Montebello, New York, captured by a surveillance camera. The footage shows the suspects forcefully entering a home on Co Farm Road. Residents like Maria Lemma express fear and concern. "It's scary to witness," she says, reflecting the community's shock. The incident occurred on a Monday night when many were at home. The town of Ramapo Police Department issued a warning, emphasizing vigilance after the suspects ransacked the property. Neighbors speculate the burglars had been monitoring the house, aware it was undergoing renovations and only occupied on weekends. The burglary raises questions about security and safety in familiar surroundings. "It's distressing and unsettling," neighbor Tom Winner remarks. Marion Gadenzi adds, "I worry about what they were after." In response, residents advocate for increased security measures such as locking doors and activating alarms. This event serves as a sobering reminder during the holiday season. As the investigation continues, police have not disclosed what was stolen, noting it was minimal since the house is not the primary residence of the homeowners. Next, think of receiving a notification on your phone and seeing a stranger peering into your home through your Ring doorbell camera. This unsettling scenario has been unfolding near the University of New Mexico for months. A woman who wishes to remain anonymous reported multiple incidents of a man peering into her windows. The Ring camera footage captured him lurking around her property over 4 separate occasions since February. Albuquerque Police Department's crime prevention specialist, Francesca Perdue, emphasizes the importance of reporting such incidents promptly. If you feel fear, it's a 911 call, she advises, highlighting the seriousness of the situation. When the intruder has not committed any physical harm, his presence on private property raises significant concerns. Perdue explains that APD can intervene for trespassing, but urges vigilance due to the potential escalation to more serious offenses like burglary. A single mom in Charlotte, North Carolina, was saved from a potentially dangerous situation by her Ring doorbell camera. 3 suspicious men approached her home late at night, but upon noticing the camera, they hesitated and ultimately decided to leave. Taisha Van Buren, a relieved mother, emphasized how the camera provided a sense of security and possibly prevented a break-in while she and her daughter were home alone. Law enforcement officials also praised the technology for its role in deterring crime, highlighting how it helps identify suspects and prevents unlawful activities. Moving to the next incident during Halloween season, various amusing and eerie moments were captured by Ring doorbells across the country, including Las Vegas.
Really?
One standout was a prank where someone dressed as Michael Myers from the horror movie Halloween visited homes, at times accompanied by the movie's eerie soundtrack. Natalie Banks from Las Vegas found the prank both creepy and humorous, illustrating how these cameras not only serve security purposes, but also capture memorable, shareable moments. Here we have walking casually to your front door with your child, only to realize a stranger is attempting to gain entry.
Who's that?
This nightmare became a chilling reality for TikTok user Jojo Ramirez in Los Angeles, USA, as captured by her Ring doorbell camera. As Jojo and her son chatted about everyday tasks, an unidentified man suddenly approached their home. Fortunately, Jojo had just locked the door moments before he arrived. The camera footage shows the man's unsettling actions. He attempts to open the door and peers through the peephole, his intentions unclear but deeply unsettling. Jojo's quick thinking and the security provided by her doorbell camera were crucial in averting a potential tragedy. She swiftly commanded the stranger to leave, though he remained outside, silent and unmoving. The tense standoff captured on video underscores the importance of vigilance and home security measures. Reflecting on the ordeal, Jojo shared the video on TikTok with a message of caution. You never know when something like this could happen to you. Her words resonate as a reminder to stay alert and secure, particularly in one's own home. Next, we have an unsettling example captured on home security cameras, revealing the darker side of surveillance technology. Home security options have evolved significantly, offering affordable options to monitor every corner of our homes from a smartphone. Companies like Ring provide doorbell cameras that integrate directly into the panel, ensuring a constant video feed of anyone approaching your doorstep. Occasionally, footage from these devices strays from the mundane to capture unsettling and eerie events. More disturbingly, hackers have found ways to compromise these devices, invading families' privacy in their own homes. For instance, John Baker Orange took legal action against Ring and Amazon after his camera was hacked in July 2019, citing negligence in device security. Another notable incident involved a Ring doorbell camera on 3rd Avenue in Los Angeles, Leimert Park neighborhood. On November 12, 2019, around 11 p.m., the camera captured disturbing footage of a woman screaming for help. Despite the footage not initially alerting authorities, the LAPD responded the following morning to a possible kidnapping report in the area. The LAPD reopened the investigation upon viewing the footage, which suggested the screams originated from a passing white vehicle. In the audio, a woman's desperate plea, "Somebody help me," was heard, followed by a man's remorseful statement, "I'm sorry." According to a witness, detectives from LAPD's Southwest Division are actively pursuing leads, as reported by TV news station KTLA-5. Next, in Henrico County, Virginia, residents were bewildered when more than 50 old box set TVs suddenly appeared on various porches.
Who's this dude wearing, of all things, a television on his head?
Surveillance footage revealed the culprit, known as TV Man, wearing a TV on his head while making the deliveries. This isn't the first time TV Man has struck. Over a year ago, he left 12 vintage TVs in a nearby neighborhood, sparking curiosity and confusion among locals. Despite police investigations, authorities believe it's merely a prank by a college student, with the only offense being illegal dumping. Henrico police, alongside community workers, spent hours collecting the TVs, viewing the incident more as a community quirk than a serious crime. Homeowners like Jim Brooksbank and Michael Kroll expressed bemusement rather than concern, speculating that bored college students might be behind the caper. It's summer and people are getting ready to go back to school. Maybe TV Man was just ready to strike and put a little humor in our lives, remarked Brooksbank, reflecting the community's lighthearted take on the event. I thought my son brought it home, said Kroll, highlighting the surreal nature of waking up to TVs strewn across the neighborhood. As the mystery continues, Henrico residents remain fascinated by the oddity of the situation. Whether it's a harmless prank or an artistic statement, TV Man's antics have certainly left a memorable impression on this suburban community. Next, we have a chilling incident where a quiet neighborhood in Boca Raton, Florida, was shaken by a man armed with a rifle and wearing a bulletproof vest. Late one evening on Fox Hunt Trail, Kevin Flaherty, aged 48, approached his neighbor's house armed with a semi-automatic rifle. The unsettling scene was captured on a Ring doorbell, alerting the homeowner, Thomas Derrico, who was away on a business trip but monitoring the situation remotely. Derrico's wife Leah and their 2 children, Daniel and Sarah, were inside the house. Fearing for their safety, they hid in the bathroom while Thomas coordinated with his son and called 911. Despite their distress calls, it took authorities approximately 25 minutes to respond, a delay that added to the family's anxiety. The surveillance footage shows Flaherty approaching the house with the weapon and later obscuring the camera's view. This behavior, coupled with previous incidents where Flaherty allegedly threatened his own family with firearms, escalated concerns among the Derrico family and their neighbors. Following the incident, Flaherty was arrested in the Palm Beach Sheriff's Office and charged with 3 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. However, the handling of the situation has sparked controversy, with Thomas Derrico criticizing the police response as inadequate given the potential danger posed by an armed intruder. For Thomas Derrico, a security system installer by profession, this terrifying ordeal underscored the importance of home security measures. His family, previously unaware of any issues with Flaherty, now waits anxiously for further developments while considering their future in the neighborhood. Next, in a surveillance video, a man approaches a house and pretends to knock, all the while keeping a watchful eye on a car parked nearby.
Okay. Sorry about that. Sorry.
It becomes evident he's following instructions from someone unseen, possibly coerced into actions he seems reluctant to perform. Moments later, he engages with a fabricated conversation with the homeowner, inquiring about a fictitious person named Matt. Apologetically, he leaves the scene. Who could predict what could have transpired if this individual lacked a moral compass or feared the repercussions? The incident shows the unsettling reality of potential dangers lurking at your doorstep. The man's feigned actions, captured clearly by security cameras, reveal a staged performance orchestrated with dubious intentions. Fortunately, his lack of genuine engagement and departure avoided escalation into something more sinister. Meanwhile, in Montgomery, Texas, residents of Sunrise Ranch were disturbed when a partially clothed woman, visibly distressed and wearing handcuffs, rang multiple doorbells in the dead of night.
Camera recording as she approaches to ring the bell.
The incident, captured by Jenny Drude's doorbell camera, showed the woman emerging from bushes, nervously checking her surroundings before disappearing from sight as quickly as she had appeared. Residents reported being startled awake by incessant doorbell rings, some estimating nearly 30 attempts from the woman. Despite community-wide concern, no one recognized her, and she didn't match any missing person reports. Montgomery County Sheriff's Office swiftly launched an investigation, urging caution among locals and advising them to verify visitors' identities before opening their doors. Next, a mysterious figure lurking in the shadows of Darby Place caught on camera in the dead of night. Susquehanna Township Police are on the hunt for this masked individual, whose presence was captured by a vigilant Ring doorbell camera. It was around 3:37 a.m. when the masked person was spotted near a doorway, raising concerns in the neighborhood. Fortunately, no harm was done and nothing was taken during this eerie encounter. However, the incident has left both residents and law enforcement puzzled. Who could this masked prowler be, and what were they up to in the stillness of the early morning? Thanks to the quick thinking of the homeowner who installed the camera, authorities now have valuable footage to aid in their investigation. By reaching out to the public for assistance in identifying the masked individual, police hope to swiftly resolve this unsettling mystery. Instances like these remind us of the role technology plays in our safety and security. In a world where threats can lurk in unexpected places, tools like Ring doorbell cameras provide a crucial layer of defense. They not only capture suspicious activity, but also empower communities to work together with law enforcement to maintain safety and peace of mind. But that's still nothing, because a few years ago, eerie clowns started appearing across the U.S., causing fear and confusion. Thankfully, no serious injuries were reported. But the sight of these menacing figures left a lasting impact. All across the U.S., people were dressing up as clowns and terrorizing all of us, shares a blogger for Ring. Luckily, no one was seriously hurt by these evil-looking clowns, but they certainly left a terrifying impression. Ring, known for its security cameras, even captured one of the creepy clowns lurking around a house in Toledo. Next, two men caught acting suspiciously on Ring doorbell camera in Much Hool. In the early hours of March 24, 2021, residents of Much Hool were shaken by the sight of two suspicious men captured on a Ring doorbell camera. Around 3:30 a.m., these individuals were observed walking along the quiet streets of Green Hay. Their behavior drew immediate concern as they ventured onto a homeowner's driveway, triggering the doorbell camera to capture their presence. Upon realizing they were being recorded, the men hastily retreated from the scene. Authorities promptly issued a warning to local residents, advising them to safeguard their belongings and ensure their homes and vehicles were securely locked. They also suggested using Faraday bags or boxes to protect car keys from remote signals, preventing potential thefts. Law officials have intensified patrols in the area and are actively investigating the incident. They encourage anyone with CCTV or Ring doorbell footage of the suspects to come forward and share information that could aid in identifying them. This appeal underscores the community's vigilance and the importance of technology in deterring and documenting suspicious activities. But what about this mother and her infant daughter, unaware of the lurking danger outside her door? Masking his face as he nears the driveway with clear, ominous intent. As the man advances, this heart-stopping footage reveals a man approaching, masking his face as he nears the driveway with clear, ominous intent. As the man advances, the daughter notices him, but the mother remains oblivious until the last moment. Thankfully, she reacts swiftly, ushering herself and her child to safety just as the man reaches the door. It's only upon reviewing the Ring camera footage that she comprehends the peril she narrowly avoided. The police were informed, revealing a disturbing link to a violent criminal targeting women and children in the area. The man captured on camera likely shares the same profile as the reported assailant. The sight of his full-face mask suggests calculated intentions to commit serious crimes while concealing his identity. The mother's quick actions might have saved both her and her child from a horrible fate. It serves as a potent reminder to always stay alert, even within the presumed safety of one's own home. This could happen to anyone, anywhere, at any time. Next, in 2023, doorbell cameras meant for security kept capturing moments that were more comical than criminal. Perhaps not quite. Instead, she found herself staring at footage. Take Carolyn Andrews from Silverthorne, Colorado, for instance. While she was away in England, her Ring camera pinged with an alert. Expecting a delivery, perhaps? Not quite. Instead, she found herself staring at footage of 5 mountain lions ambling her past home. "I've seen mountain lions before, but never 5 at once," Andrews shared with McClatchy News. "Last year there were just 2 babies, so this might be the whole family out for a stroll." The scene wasn't your usual wildlife sighting. While these cameras often catch birds, squirrels, and sometimes coyotes, a pack of mountain lions was a rare treat. It's moments like these that turn a mundane security device into a wildlife enthusiast's dream. But Silverthorne wasn't the only place where doorbell cameras provided unexpected entertainment. Across the globe, from bustling cities to quiet suburbs, these little lenses caught everything from deer chasing dogs to raccoons raiding picnic baskets. Next, this young girl returns home, and within moments, 2 men appear on her doorstep. It's like the one where a young girl arrives home, and moments later 2 men come to her house They attempt to open the door, showing little hesitation despite her recent entry. Could they truly be mistaken about the house, or is this something more sinister at play? It's not uncommon to see such incidents captured on video, just like the one where a young girl arrives home, and moments later 2 men come to her house to open the door, even though they look bewildered and may have had the wrong house. They had a perfect opportunity to see the girl inside, which surely means they knew whose house they were opening, or at least they knew who lived there. When one of the men turns to the other, he appears to notice the camera and gestures towards it, possibly pretending they have the right house by lingering and knocking, even though the girl inside is screaming for them to leave. Their actions only escalate when the girl spots them and starts screaming for them to get out and calls the police. So, unlike the first video, there's no concrete evidence whether these men had bad intentions or were genuinely mistaken. It's unclear whether they intended to harm the girl or simply made a mistake. But their behavior raises serious questions. This video, like many others, shows how quickly a situation can turn dangerous. These men's actions, though uncertain in intent, clearly raise red flags. But if you thought that was brutal, then you haven't seen this lady holding a knife. Cams are meant to catch deliveries or friendly visits, but sometimes they capture unsettling moments that send a chill down your spine. Take this scenario. A Ring cam recorded someone approaching a doorstep late at night, wielding a knife. It's not the friendly neighborhood visit you'd hope to see. And finally, in the quiet of a chilly October morning, a couple walks briskly toward their home in Kent, Washington.
Parents were targeted.
Instinct kicks in. She bolts for the safety of her home.
It was obviously a crime of opportunity.
The husband, keys in hand, unlocks the front door. His wife, a few steps behind, glances over her shoulder. Something isn't right. As she turns, she sees him, a masked man, gun in hand, sprinting toward her. Instinct kicks in. She bolts for the safety of her home, heart pounding. The husband, now inside, watches through the peephole as his wife slams the door shut. Outside, the suspect spots the security camera, a Ring device mounted near the entrance. Furious, he strikes it repeatedly with the butt of his gun, shattering the lens. But the camera has already captured his face, a crucial piece of evidence. Why were they targeted? A couple had spent the night at a nearby casino, their pockets perhaps heavier with winnings than usual. The wife suspects the 2 men followed them, hoping to cash in on their luck. Swift police work leads to the arrest of 18-year-old Al-Hussein Drameh. Charged with first-degree burglary, he pleads not guilty. The couple breathes a sigh of relief. They made it inside safely, but the memory of that late-night chase lingers. and make sure to check out this exciting piece on your right-hand side.